Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do a video that was requested by one of our patrons. This patron right here asked us to check out Epica, Victims of Contingency, official music video. I'm totally down with some Epica. I still feel like we haven't done enough of Epica on this channel. And anytime that it gets requested on Patreon, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here, to do some
It just
brand
gives us
new
another reason to do it.
Having said that, with the new album coming out in the new year, I'm
gonna
sure
be
there's
getting
going to
a lot
be
more.
there's going to be a lot more chances for us to check, but it will be new material, not old material. Yeah, exactly. So this is some older stuff. Are you ready for some Epica?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Holy.
Whew.
Whew. That song had some power.
That was some meat.
This song was definitely meaty.
A rack of ribs over here.
This was definitely meaty. All right, so what's your take on this track?
I mean, I really dig the heaviness, the heavy vocals in particular. I just really like his heavy vocals.
Me too.
There's such a powerful deepness to them. It just feels like they're coming from the bottoms of hell. And the only thing better to go with them is her angelic vocals.
Okay, Now, having said all of that, I agree with everything you said. I think you spoke very eloquently. That was a tough word for me to pronounce.
Yeah, I know.
You could tell?
I could tell.
I was setting myself up for that one. I'm like, oh, I better not screw it up. Even though I agree with everything that you said, and you said it very well, to me, I'm not going to lie to you. I was hoping that her role in this track would have been limited to that almost of backing vocals that we got during those verses. I'm not saying I don't like her voice in the chorus. That's not what I'm saying.
But the thing is, in this song, it's so heavy to the point where you just want more of him.
100%.
That I felt.
100%.
I felt that because I really liked how she was more of a humming, backing vocals.
But to me, it
But
should have stayed that way.
That's how it should have been, though.
I agree with you. I wanted him again in the chorus, but perhaps not with the same style or delivery that he had before.
more of just
almost like spoken word, or like a little bit slower, or cleaner, slightly cleaner,
Yeah.
just maybe deeper, like deep clean vocals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wanted him to have this song all for himself almost.
Because even in the chorus was trying to lighten up a bit, but it still had some heaviness to it. So you felt like if you just added him there, it would have been perfect.
I just felt like every time the chorus came, I was kind of hoping that would go away because I wanted to hear him
Hear him
again.
again, yeah.
You know what I mean? I just feel like a song that is this heavy from the beginning, it almost doesn't need
That much.
that much melody or that much light, for lack of a better term, in the chorus. I almost felt like this should have been his track.
Yeah. As I said first, that like it's perfect. You know, the angelic vocals with the deep hellish vocals.
No,
But
that
the thing
dynamic
is-
was incredible.
Yeah, which it just should have been like that. Like she should have just had that part of being the underlining to him, and then the chorus maybe have like some humming over what he's doing.
Exactly. I feel like the dynamic that they gave us, as far as the verses are concerned, which you just said,
They should have just put that into the chorus too.
exactly. Stay with that same dynamic throughout the track. Because her voice on this song, when she's there to support his harsh vocals, the combination of her voice as that humming behind not just behind his harsh vocals, but behind the heaviness that the track has. The track, the way it starts, is like an avalanche. It's coming at you like fast and furious. This thing is moving. Like, it's just moving. So I felt that dynamic, her humming behind everything, behind his harsh vocals, behind the heavy, it was so perfect. But because it almost lightened up the heaviness that the song had.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Without totally taking away the heaviness.
Exactly. Without completely destroying the track and breaking the song up and taking away the strength that the song had, somehow her voice was kind of lifting up the track, lifting up a little bit of the heaviness that the track had. When it goes into the chorus and she takes center stage in the chorus, which, when you think about it, it's not predictable, but you kind of think it's coming.
Yeah.
But while I think it's coming, that doesn't mean necessarily that I can be 100% in agreement with. It doesn't take anything away from how good this track is. This track is phenomenal.
Yeah,
really heavy
and the
song.
chorus is good. The chorus is good. It's just that I feel like it should have not been like that.
The one thing that you can say towards it, to kind of like, if you want to have the counter, like being the devil's advocate here, is that by having her have more of a presence in the chorus and lighten up the song, it makes everything that came before heavier and everything that comes after even heavier. Because the song there's a crescendo to the track, right? From it starts high, but it keeps moving
going.
higher,
and
right?
then when it hits the chorus, it kind of drops.
It drops. So, but that drop then makes everything that came before feel even bigger, and then everything that comes after, there's this huge shooting up, back up again. So, if you want to be the devil's advocate, you're going to say
think of it like that.
like that. It's the roller coaster ride. Like you're going all the way up to the top, and then it comes back down, and then it shoots back up again.
In my opinion, I just wish it was just kept going.
I kind of feel that way from the beginning. I felt this is a song that has such a great momentum, has such a great tempo, and I honestly love the dynamic of his voice in the forefront and her voice behind it. I just love that dynamic that the song has. I wanted to stay that way throughout the track.
Yeah, I kind of wanted it to be the Draconian song we did, Moon Over Sabbath. You know how his voice was the predominant one and hers was more like the mist in the background?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I wish it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it would have worked like that.
It would have worked perfectly like that. And you could still have, you don't have, in the chorus, I mean, here we are not criticizing, but we're talking about Epica
We're
here.
nitpicking about Epica.
Yeah, like I mean, at the end of the day, this is not like a local band that's that you pay $5 to see on a Saturday night at the Rock Pile. But you know what I mean. But having said that, this is. I mean, as fans, we can have our opinion, and that's what we're here to listen to the song and then give our opinion. So I want to apologize to all the guys in Epica, Rob specifically. I know he's probably going to send me a message, but you know what I mean. Like, I want to apologize for nitpicking here. And who are we to judge the thought process that went into creating the song?
Yeah.
But having said all of that, I still think that in the chorus, you don't even have to have her doing the humming or whatever. You could have the two of them sing exactly the same, sing exactly the same words at the same time, just with the two different styles.
Yeah.
That would also make the song
Because then he wouldn't have
so
to switch
bombastic.
up. He wouldn't have to switch up his style.
Exactly.
He just could have kept going with the same style.
In the song, if you want the song to slow down, you can slow down the momentum of the track.
Yeah.
Like you can slow that down. The song can become a little bit more melancholic, if you will, and then have the bombastic reopening when you go back into the verses. I'm such a fan of how the song starts off and how it is in the verses with him in the forefront and her.
Wish it went.
I just wanted to keep that way for the whole thing. When you have a good thing,
You don't want to lose it.
and I'm not saying that what they give us was not good. I just feel like
No, the song is good. It's just that this could have been even better.
yeah, I feel that way.
The song's a 10, but you know,
We were hoping for a 15.
we're hoping for a 15. Yeah.
I really like, I can't say this enough. I really like his voice in the forefront and her coming from behind, almost as an added instrument to just give some brightness to a very heavy and dark song at that time. And because I really like that dynamic, I just wanted to stay there. And it's like when you're sleeping and you find a comfortable spot, and then suddenly you feel like you have to go take a piss, but you don't want to go take a piss because you're so comfortable in that spot. So you're like, okay, like, I really don't want to leave, but I have to take a piss. I really don't. And you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. I felt that way. Like, I really like that spot. I know the song is going to change. It's going to evolve. We're going to go in a different direction. But I really like that spot, you know?
Yeah.
That's just it. And here we are, nitpicking. All right. It is what it is. What do you guys think? Tell us your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know what do you think of this track.
Are
what do
we
you think?
stupid or?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's opinions, right? Everybody has opinions. I'm sure somebody will say, will say one thing, another person will say another thing. It all comes down to what your opinion is. For me, this song was so bombastic, was so heavy. I love that dynamic between the two of them. I didn't want that dynamic to be reversed.
Yeah.
I wanted to stay with that dynamic all the way throughout. That's it. That's
it.
That's it. All right, guys. On that note, before we embarrass ourselves any further, we'll say adieu, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Take care, guys.
See ya.